On the hill.
Fire up.
Knock him. Get that full if you want. What? You want? What?
Is it aimbot? Is it aim assist? Today, we're going to be breaking down just how dumb some of the community in the Call of Duty scene actually are. In a recent gameplay, Nicoinfinite had some sort of issue where he came across a speed hacker, somebody using speed hacks in the game. However, Nico's aim locked directly onto that speed hacker and did not leave until the end. It looked like he almost toggled aimbot on and couldn't toggle it off fast enough. But we're going to get into the whole is it, isn't it aimbot now. So let's crack on with the video. We're just going to dive into the nitty gritty of it all. This is the clip right here. It's not very long. It's like 16 seconds long. I originally came across this clip from a Modern Warzone tweet, which we will get to very shortly. But I'm just going to play it through for you now.
Behind me, to my left. Yeah, here on the hill.
Fire up.
Knock him. Get that full if you want. What?
I mean, that's the clip, right? I've stopped it. It's almost halfway through. That's the clip. This guy has literally gone from lasering someone pinpoint accurate on the left side, who's pretty much just, you know, moving up the hill at normal pace. So then everybody's forgetting how much that looks like aimbot. Because what happens then is he turns over here and starts aiming at the next guy who he sees coming down the hill. Live pinged as well by the looks of it.
If you want. What?
This guy is literally speed hacking down the hill, moving so fast, faster than the game allows you to. And Nico's aim did not miss a beat, okay? It literally tracked him perfectly.
Knock him. Get that full if you want. What?
Now, what's funny about this clip for me is it brings back memories. It brings back a little bit of the history that's occurred with other streamers as well, right? But we'll get into that a little bit later in the video. For now, I'm going to say that I believe this is aimbot in use. I believe that this looks like he's tried to toggle aimbot onto an enemy who he thinks is just up the hill moving down at normal speed. But because the guy is using some sort of speed hacks, Nico's aim has locked onto that enemy moving at a ridiculous pace. And Nico's reaction says it all. Let's just have a little look at his reaction again.
What?
Nico, close your mouth, mate. You're catching flies. But for now, let's go and take a look at other people's opinions on this clip, including Modern Warzone. So this is quite funny, guys. This is the Modern Warzone tweet that went out with the video you've just seen, that we've just shown you, of Nicoinfinite locking onto a player who seems to be using speed hacks. Modern Warzone says, I can't say it without laughing. Right, okay, wait there. Aim assist is so strong in Call of Duty, it just perfectly tracked someone who was actively speed hacking. When I first read this, I thought, is Modern Warzone trying to actually expose Nicoinfinite in a sort of sarcastic manner? You know, aim assist, but upon further review, like, I mean, he was being serious. He genuinely thinks that this is aim assist, locking onto and perfectly tracking a player who appears to be using speed hacks in the game. I know, it's ridiculous because honestly, if that is aim assist, which it's not, but if that is aim assist, where's mine? Yeah, where's mine? I ain't got aim assist like that in the game. How many of you guys who play this game get aim assist like that? Let me know in the comments below. This isn't where it all finishes though. We've got more to show you, so stay tuned. Now, what's funny about it all is the original clip that surfaced was posted on Twitter by Nico himself, and he was going on about the movements. Yo, the movement update came out early, as if people are not going to notice the fact that his aim locked onto that guy with that ridiculous movement. Do you understand? He literally self-exposed at this point. This is brilliant to see. If you go and read the comments of these tweets, honestly, it is literally 50-50. 50% saying, this is aim assist. 50% saying, listen, guy, you've just self-exposed. This is aimbot. What a clown. And honestly, I have to agree with the latter. He is a clown and self-exposed, and he's clearly using Aimbot. Aimbot, third-party downloadable software that allows you to have some sort of increase in your aim in the game. That is not natural aim assist at all. And do you know what, right? Like I mentioned earlier, there have been so many times that we've seen this type of thing occur in the past, and it's literally divided the community to the point people still believe it's aim assist, and others believe it's cheating, like with Zenon. as well as Diaz Biffle. As I mentioned earlier, there have been multiple instances in the past with different streamers where they've come up against somebody who's either speed hacking or lagging and their aim is locked on. Unnatural aim, locking onto enemies that shouldn't be moving in certain ways. This is literally movements you cannot predict. For example, with Nico, his guy was literally moving 4 or 5 times faster than the game actually allows you to move, and his aim locked on. In this instance that we're about to show you now, I'm sure a lot of you guys remember this, Zelena's aim locked onto a player who was lagging backwards and forwards. Yeah?
Holy shit, this man's lagging in the storm. I got all
Right? So that was an instance of Aimbot locking onto an enemy, and when you aren't predicting that the enemy is going to be lagging backwards and forwards, or you're not going to be able to predict the enemy's movements, let's watch it again in a different speed. You can literally see the aim tracking the enemy backwards and forwards throughout. Something that we've literally pointed out multiple times. Right? A lot of people try to pull that off as rotational aim assist, yeah? But the one person who never once come out and said anything about it was Zelena. He tried to debunk a couple of other things, but this one he stayed well away from because he knows that this is probably one of the most sus clips of him out there. Probably not the most sus, but one of 100%. But he's not the only person this has happened to. We've seen it happen with Diaz Biffle as well. But with Diaz Biffle, it wasn't a lagging player. It was somebody using speed hacks back on Warzone 1. Let's take a look. So for those of you who don't remember, this was a situation on Verdansk where Diaz Biffle come across a speed hacker. Back then, speed hacks caused you to actually lag or appear to be lagging across the screen for other enemies on the game. So watch as his aim in this situation literally tracks the enemy, and it is so unnatural. This is not aim assist. And honestly, I don't understand how this sort of got brushed under the rug. Well, I do understand because all these guys are trying to protect their income. Just look at how he tracked that enemy then. It is ridiculous to think that anybody thought this was aim assist. His aim literally follows the enemy, snap, snap, snap. Every time the enemy speed hacks across, it was just locking on and lagging onto, right? You just can't perfectly track or predict where the enemy is going to be in those situations. So that's 2 occasions that we've seen of these sus streamers, people who constantly have moments of their aim locking onto enemies, people who constantly have moments of call-outs in the game, right? People who are constantly under fire for being very suspicious and clearly cheating in the game. Have these moments against players using speed hacks or lagging, and their aim locks on. But one thing's for sure, if you go and compare this to it happening with probably one of the most decorated Call of Duty players in the history of Call of Duty, Scump, well, Scump doesn't seem to have the ability to get that aim assist when coming across somebody speed hacking or lagging. And this is the moment where Scump comes across a speed hacker in Verdansk. Look at the way his aim does not in any way, shape or form snap to, follow or lock onto the enemy because, well, this is what aim assist looks like. Pay attention. There doesn't seem to be anything about this. Even Scump says he's teleporting. Did you see how his aim just didn't even like track not one bit? Not one bit. Pull it back a little bit. Watch this again. Right? The main thing to focus on is what you've just seen with Diaz Biffle, what you've seen with Zelena, and what you've seen with Nico. Scump is strafing in that scenario. He's strafing to the left. Scump, one of the most decorated CDL players, right? One of the most decorated Call of Duty professional players who also won the solo YOLO back in, what was it, 2022, 2021? I can't remember now. But this guy was not able to get any sort of snap or lock onto the lagging player, onto the teleporting, speed hacking player in this scenario. So why on earth is it that Diaz Biffle and Zelena and Nicoinfinite are able to get that level of aim assist, as these guys are calling it? The minute that guy lagged to the left, did you see Scump's aim move at all? No. So is Scump playing with 0 aim assist in this game? No, he's not. He has aim assist turned on. But when you compare that to what we've seen with Nico, Zelena and Diaz Biffle, well, guess what? It looks like Scump is playing legitimately, and all the others mentioned are using Aimbot. You might be asking yourself, who on earth is Nicoinfinite? Well, this guy is somebody 7 months ago who dropped a kill world record in Warzone 2 of 49 kills. That's his most recent upload in the sense of long form videos on YouTube. So we went over to the About section. We looked to see if there was a Twitch account. There wasn't. Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. We came over to the TikTok account, and this is what we found. 3,000 followers, nothing special. And he has a Twitch link in the bio section of his TikTok. So, okay, we'll follow that. Boom. Sorry, unless you've got a time machine, that content is unavailable. Now, this tends to happen if somebody's been banned on Twitch or if they've deactivated their account. And it does look to me like maybe he's deactivated his account recently due to all the drama surrounding this clip. Or maybe it's something that's happened prior. Maybe he's been banned for cheating. Who knows? But something isn't right with Nicoinfinite's gameplay. Which brings us back to this clip. You've seen Scum trying to fight somebody who was speed hacking, and his aim did not perfectly track. It didn't snap. It didn't even lunge to the left or right with the enemy, right? Even though Scum was strafing. We've seen Zenon perfectly tracking a lagging player who was moving backwards and forwards. We've seen Diaz Biffle perfectly tracking a speed hacker as he was glitching left to right, right to left. And now we've got Nicoinfinite literally coming up against the speed hacker in Warzone 2, and it appears the speed hacks are more advanced than they were in Warzone 1 Verdansk. He's coming up against the speed hacker, but just pay attention to these shots now. His aim is literally locked onto that enemy, right? That's the first kill that people seem to be forgetting. He turns around, he moves over here, he sees the guy moving, aims down sight at him, and he's just perfectly tracking the guy. Yeah? Perfectly tracked the guy. You're going to sit there now and tell me that that is rotational aim assist? Are you going to tell me that's any level of aim assist? Listen, if you believe the words out of Modern Warzone's mouth or on his tweets, you got to remember that guy's just trying to protect the interest of the game. That guy's trying to protect the interest of his own back pocket. Because you have to remember, if this game fails and goes down and the community just move away from it and find something else, a guy who names himself after the game is going to go down with it. So remember, he's protecting his own interests. This guy right here, Nicoinfinite, is definitely up to no good, especially at this moment where he perfectly tracked the speed hacker. So guys, I've made my mind up. I know what I see in front of me. I remember what I saw in front of me with Zenon. I remember what I saw in front of me with Diaz Biffle. And I know what I saw in front of me with Scum. And it was completely different to Nicoinfinite, Diaz Biffle, and Zenon. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Nicoinfinite is using Aimbot at this moment? Or are we going to see a 50-50 divide in the comments section today, like we saw on all the tweets yesterday? Let me know in the comments below. And if you did enjoy today's video, guys, smash that like button. Let's try and get this video to 1,000 likes. Is that wild? I don't think it is. I think we can do it. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future uploads. And if you guys want to contact me about any streamer, no matter how big or small, if you believe they are cheating, hit me up over on Twitter at BadBoyBeaman. And one last thing before we go. So guys, as you're aware, I'm partnered with Supreme CBD, who offer some absolutely amazing products. You've got these CBD cubes, which is something that I hadn't tried before. I tried multiple of their other gummies, but all it takes is like 2 or 3 of these, sometimes a little bit more, and they literally within 5 minutes calm your nerves. So a couple of minutes after I've eaten these, I will literally be sat here quite chilled out. They don't make you feel any way, but they will just calm that anxiety and that stress. So if you guys want to get your hands on some of these CBD cubes or any of their other edibles, go to the link in the description below and use code BBB40 at checkout to save 40%.